Good morning, everybody. Let's start with our toe lift. And I don't know if you can see it or not, but these pants are kind of, stuff likes to stick to them, and I am coated in cat hair from my hips to my knees. Heels up, right, and left. I'm like, I am just a straight cat hair from the whole fronts of my thighs. Good. 4, 3, right leg. Let's swing it. We're going to take it front to back. Feel free to hold on to something if you need to. Good. 4, 3, 2. Let's switch it to the other side. So lift it up. So it's just a nice good swing. We're keeping our core braced, and we're just trying to wake up the hips. And if you're really tight and sore this morning, your hips might look like this. That's okay. Good. Switching sides, we're going to do out and cross. And you can start with just a toe tap, side and front. And then as you start to feel a little bit looser, you can start to take it up higher. 2, switch it to the other side. Standing tall, just start with your toe taps. There's nothing wrong with this. You're still working the hips. 4, 3, 2, switching sides, hip circles, heel down, toe up. Keep your leg to the side. Good. Let's change direction. Sometimes we start to bring the leg out to the front. I want you to try to keep it to the side of your body. Switching legs right here, heel down, toe up. Nice and tall. 4, 3, 2, change direction, circle. 4, 3, slow deadlift right in the center. Hinge it forwards. Stand up nice and tall. So today's workout, our focus is a 2-2 tempo. So our focus is down, 2, up, 2. So every exercise, we're going to try to go slow. So we're just going to take it down, 2, up, 2. One more. All the way up, slow squat, down, 2, up, 2. Now you can go even slower than this if you would like to. You can do a 3 count or a 4 count, but this is what we're going to do today. Really basic exercises. We're just working on our tempo. We're going for slow and controlled. We have 1 circuit standing, 1 circuit down on the floor, 45 seconds work, 15 seconds rest. Good. Hold it here, reach it up, pull it down. So ribs tucked. Imagine your hands are on the wall behind you and you're trying to keep your hands as close as you can the whole time. Good. Reach it up, down. 3, 2. Good. Now we're going to take it forward, reach it forward, and pull. 3, 2. All right, slow lunge. Take it out, hold it here, open your book, close your book, step it back, switching sides. Reach it forward, open your book, close your book, bring it back. We're gonna go a little faster. Forward, open, close, and back. Step, open. Think about turning over the foot that's in front. So that's the direction that you go. We have 4 more. So it's just forward, open, close, and back. It's okay if you don't completely 180 with your torso. You might be here. Last one. Step it out to the side, side lunge. We are going to go quickly here. Just try to wake up those hips a little bit. Good. 8, 7, 4, 3. Hold it in the center. Inhale, exhale. Good. In, out, out. Good. We've got 3 more. Lift and exhale out. So gentle arch. Tuck your tail. Good. In, out. We're going to hold it. Now roll it all the way up. Keep the legs wide. Let's walk it out into our plank. So we're going to hinge it forwards. Good walk out. And then walk it all the way back up again. So for today, When we go down to the floor, all exercises are going to be either on your back or on your side. So on your back or on your side. We don't have any hands and knees today. So I know sometimes that affects whether or not you go down to the floor. But remember, you can always modify and do some exercises seated or standing. So last one, bring it all the way back up. We're going to come back into the center. We've got our heel stomps right here. Stomp, stomp. Or if you feel up to jumping today, you can jump. Otherwise, I just want you to come up on your toes, little calf raise, and then stomp your heels down to the ground. Good, march it out, shake it out. Roll the shoulder up, back, and down into your back pocket. And I forgot, if you have a watch, I'm just gonna do traditional strength training today. So circuit number 1 has 6 exercises, a combination of lower body and upper body. We're gonna do squats, rows, lunges on the right, side raises, lunges on the left, and then bicep curls. Remember, our goal is slow, down to, up to. So decide if you wanna use weights, especially for the lower body exercises. You can do body weight if you'd like, but we're gonna just go for a 2-2 tempo. I'm probably gonna keep up with the music just because it's gonna make it easier for me. All right, let's start with our squats right here. So down, 2, up, 2. So down, down, up, up. Lower, lower, lift, lift. 1, 2, 1, 2. So we're bracing our core. And sometimes I know we think we want to go 1, 2, 1, 2. I just want you to try to keep moving the entire time and just go slow. Down and lift. Down, 2, up, 2. Good, 3, 2, 1. All right, we're gonna do the same thing for rows. Now for rows and some of the upper body exercises, you might have to go a little bit lighter, but we'll see how it works. We're gonna start with 2 sets, or not 2 sets, 2-2 time. So up, 2, down, 2. Squeeze, squeeze, lower, lower. Up, up, down, down. So today's focus, slow and controlled. Feel the muscle. Nice, good squeeze. Up, up, down, down. And even on the down, we're resisting the dumbbells lowering down. So you're really using those muscles both directions. So you're shortening them here, you're resisting them lengthening when they go down. Good, here's 2 and 1. All right, for lunges, I'm gonna do a split squat. I'm not going to step. I am just going to keep my foot in my lunge position, down 2, up 2, right here. So it's down, 2, up, 2, down, down, up, up, lower, and lift, lower, and lift. We wanna make sure, again, we're not going here, okay? And you don't have to have your foot like really close, but you also don't want it like super, super far back. Down and lift. Having your foot a little farther back is a little easier on that back knee. I can get my knee to the floor. I want you to go as deep as you can. Up and up, right here. Last one. Good job, bring it in. We're going for side raises. I am definitely going lighter than I normally would. I can usually get away with 8s. Today I'm gonna do 5s. Right here. So up, 2, down, 2. Lift, lower, lift, lower. It's all about control today. And you might be thinking, oh, this is still really hard. Bend your elbows, bring it in. Just make sure we don't completely look like a chicken. 90-degree arms, pour the milk or pour the water. You're trying to be fancy, but if you can go out, bring it back down. Scapular plane is good for your shoulders. 2 and 1. All right, we're going for lunges on the other side. So again, I'm technically doing a stationary lunge or what's called a split squat. I'm getting into my lunge position and I'm just gonna stay here. So down, 2, up, 2, down, and up. So this is a good time to think about your knee. Where is your knee going? My knee likes to go out a little bit, so I'm trying to keep it pointing right in front of me. And we all know we have one side that seems to be strong, one side that seems to be coordinated. This is my strong side, but my slightly less coordinated side. Down and lift. So I think it's just because I don't think about it on this side. Down, lift. Last one, down and up. Good job. We are going for bicep curls. Same thing. And again, I'm going a little bit lighter because we're doing a slower tempo. Good, so up, 2, down, 2, up, and down. Lift, lift, lower, lower. We still want to get that squeeze. A lot of times we're here, right? We don't have to bring our elbows forwards, and our hands don't have to physically touch our shoulders. I want that squeeze where your forearm ends up touching your bicep or getting really close. So up, 2, down, 2. Squeeze, squeeze, resist it going down, up, and down. Last one. Good, we're going right back into it. We're gonna start with those squats. No dumbbell, 1 dumbbell, 2 dumbbells. I'm doing racked just for comfort today. Good, time's on. Down, 2, up, 2. And some of you might think, I can't go as deep as you can. That's okay. Come on, that one's gonna be a little bit longer. I'll give you a little extra rest. It's okay if your squat is here and you come back up. Down and lift. Your range of motion might be shallower. That's okay. You can still work on really good technique. Just don't go as deep. So think about body position, slow and steady, take your time. We're the tortoise today. 10 seconds. Good, last one. All right, dumbbells down. Or if you use these ones, we're going for rows. We're gonna get that up 2, down 2. 3, 2, 1, right here. So up, up, down, down. Open, slow release. So on that slow release, resist the dumbbells going to the floor. Sometimes we're here and we just let them go, right? Take it up, squeeze it, resist, resist. Pull, pull, resist, resist. So think kind of a tug of war. You're pulling, you're resisting the other team trying to pull. Good, 10 seconds. Good, 3, 2, and 1. Dumbbells down. We're going for our split squat or lunges. If you're gonna do a step back lunge, you just wanna try to go slow. But again, I'm just gonna do a split squat right here. So down, down, up, up. So think about dropping your back knee to the floor. Your front leg, think like a carousel horse. Carousel horse goes down, carousel horse comes back up. Front leg is doing 90% of the work. Sometimes we go down and then we push with our back leg a lot. Back leg is there for support. Front leg is there to do most of the work. So down and up. Four, three, two, good. Shake it out. Side raises. Side raises. I was thinking of doing 3 sets of stuff today, and I'm really glad we're not. I'm really glad we're not doing 3 sets today. Here we go. So up, up, down, down. Lift, resist the lower. Up, 2, down, 2. Now again, remember, you can be here, but you notice my arms, they don't go up this way, they don't go up this way. I don't do chicken wings. Up and down. My elbows get locked into that 90-90 or into that scapular plane. Less than 10 seconds. Good, last one. Bring it in. Going for lunges on the other side. So same thing. You can do your stepping lunge. You can do a split squat. 2 and 1. So right here. Down, 2, up, 2. Down and up. Down and up. And this is another one. Down, 2, up, 2. Your front leg is still getting a workout. Lower, lower, lift, lift. But if you can go lower, go for it. Take it down. Push through, stand tall. Down, down, up, up. We've got 10 seconds. This workout or this particular set is very leg heavy. Next set is not as bad. Good, bring it all the way up. We're going for our bicep curls. I'm gonna try 10s. I think I can do 10s. So if you can go up a little, give it a shot. 2 and 1 right here. So up, up, down, down. Lift, lower. I like to do a little soft bend in my knee so I can be here. This is kind of locked out. Or soft bend, little tail feather tuck. Up, up, down, down. If you're starting to feel it, right, down, left, down. We only do one kind of exercise once too, or each kind. So we only do the lunges once, squats once, shoulders once. Good. Dumbbells down. Shake it out. Grab a quick drink of water. So we're going to take it down to the floor. And remember, you don't have to go to the floor. You can absolutely do a standing exercise instead. And on this particular one, you can do a lot of these exercises like right side only, and then switch to the left side when we go to the second round. Chest presses, if you're standing, banded chest press, sit and lean back in a chair, incline chest press, or you can do slow push-ups. There's nothing wrong with those. Hamstring bridges, if you're standing, you're gonna do just a hamstring curl. Keep the knee pointing to the floor. Squeeze a ball between your calf and the back of your leg. You'll do right, left. Scissors, if you're standing, you're gonna do a weighted march or a mummy kick, but just remember, we're doing 2-2, so you might do a march. Skullcrushers, you can do overhead or you can do kickback. Crunches, you're gonna do a slow standing crunch. And then your side lying hip rainbows, if you're standing, you're gonna do a standing hip rainbow, okay? And for those ones, if you wanna lean and try to get a higher rainbow, you can. So that's an option for you. But the rest of us are gonna head down to the floor. So you'll definitely need dumbbells for chest presses and for skull crushers. So you'll need ones for chest and then ones for triceps. So I'm gonna grab my 15s and my 10s, and I'm just gonna have them ready. But we're gonna take it all the way down. We're gonna go for 45 seconds in chest presses. Good, 8, 7, and 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, we've got chest presses, up 2, down 2. So take it up, 2, down, 2, up, and down. I am doing a more traditional chest press. My elbows are a little bit away from my torso. I want to give my triceps a little bit of a break, but if you need to do a palm facing in neutral press, you can. Just know you're going to get extra triceps today. Those are a little bit more tricep heavy than a chest press like what I'm doing. Good, we've got 10 seconds, up 2, down 2. So up, up, down, down, 3, 2, and 1. All right, hamstring bridge. I want you to lift it up into a regular bridge, and then we're going to step the foot out. So we're going to take it out, out, in, out, out, in. So we're going to try to straighten the legs, out and in. It's a little bit of a march. Now, if you need to, you're just going to take one leg out, bring the other leg back in. So you'll do one side only. That's going to be a little easier. But I want you to tap the heel down, pull it back. Tap it out, pull it back. Or if you're marching, out, out, in. So it's right, left, left. So this is a little different. Less than 10 seconds to go. We're trying to keep the glutes up, out and in. Here's 2, good, and 1. Bring it in. We're gonna take both legs up, and we're gonna do alternating scissors, down 2, up 2. So it's down, down, up, up. Switch, down, and up. Good, time's on. Down 2, up 2, down 2, up 2. So lower, lower, lift, lift. Low back stays glued to the floor. We're focusing on core stability, working on a little bit of hip flexor. It's okay if you bend your knees and you drop your heel to the floor, but I want you to open from the hips versus bending and straightening the knee, if that kind of makes sense. So a lot of times we're here and we just bend our knee and our hip doesn't go anywhere. So bend your knee. I want you to try to open from your hip, take the heel down, good, and rest. We have skull crushers, 1 dumbbell or 2. I am gonna do 1 dumbbell in each hand. We're gonna take it down, 2, up, 2. Time is on. Good, lower, lower, lift, lift. Now, if you'd like, you can absolutely do your right arm, bring it back up, then do the left, and bring it back up. But if you can do both at the same time, and if you're doing 1 dumbbell, obviously you kind of have to keep both arms going. But if you have 1 dumbbell in each hand, you can alternate if you need to. So lower, lift, down, down, up, up. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Dumbbells down. Nice and careful. We're going to do a crunch, but again, we're going to go up 2, down 2. So think up, up, down, down. Lift, and lower. Time is on. So up and down. Lift, slowly lower, and when we lower, we try not to completely relax on the floor. We try to keep a little bit of tension on the core. Lift, lower. So my shoulders may come to the floor, but my head doesn't actually touch, at least not today. So lift, lower, lift, lower. 10 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Roll it onto your side. It does not matter which one. We're going to do a side lying hip rainbow. So we're going to take it forward and back. So forward, take it back. Time is on. Up and forward. Draw a nice good rainbow. Up and back. Working on the hips. Good. So take it forward, open it back. Take it forwards, open it to the back. We don't want to let that hip open back behind us. So we don't want to feel like our leg is pulling us over onto our backs. We want to stay on our side, up and over. Good. 4, 3. Good. This is our last one. Bring it back onto your back. We're going to go back for those chest presses. Remember, if you're standing, you can do a slow push-up. You can do banded chest press. You have a lot of options, but time's on. So up, 2, down, 2. So open at the chest. Squeeze the chest a little bit together. So press it up. Slowly lower. Press and down. Nice, good reach. I'm adding in just a little bit of a rotation at the top, but you do what feels good. Good, less than 10 seconds. Press it up. Slowly lower. Up, 2, down, 2. Good. Carefully set the dumbbells down. We're going to do our hamstring bridges. Now you can do like we did before, where you lift up and we march it out, in, or take it out and bring it in. Your time is on. Out and in. If you'd like, you can take your legs straighter, and your option here is lift, 2, down, 2. So this is an option. It's a very funny looking bridge. Out, lift and lower. So your heels, your legs are a lot straighter. This one is a struggle for a lot of people. I have trouble keeping my legs completely straight, so I have a little soft bend in my knee, but I'm digging my heels into the ground, lower it down. Now, if on the right side you did single leg, you need to do some single leg on the other as well. Good, rest. All right, scissors. So low back into the floor. Legs up straight. And we want to have our legs starting straight and in that upper position. The farther out our legs go, the harder it is for our core. So your time is on. So down, 2, up, 2, lower, and lift. So if your legs are already halfway down, that's extra. It's going to make it harder, and it's going to be a little bit more stress on your low back and your core. So just keep that in mind. Good. Lower, lower, lift, lift. And there's nothing wrong with bending your knees a little, taking the heel down, bringing it back up. This is just a little easier if that's what you're feeling today. 2 and 1. Carefully bring it in. We're going for Skullcrushers. So grab your weight or weights. So low back into the floor, arms pointing up. Let's slowly lower. So down, 2, up, 2, lower, and lift. So elbow stays pointing up towards the ceiling. So your upper arm from your shoulder to your elbow doesn't move. Your triceps, the back of your arm, should be facing kind of towards your hips and your thighs. Sometimes it kind of starts to point out towards the corners. We want to keep those arms close to our head and our torso. It's a little bit more of a neutral, safer shoulder position. 2 and 1. Good. Dumbbells down. Carefully set them off to the side. We have our crunches. Remember, if you're standing, you're just going to do a standing crunch, but bring it up, 2, down, 2, up, and down. So my shoulders barely come off of the floor, and then I go back. So up, 2, down, 2. Chin is nice and neutral. Hands are across your chest, maybe by your hips, lightly behind the ears. We want to try not to pull on our neck. Good, 10 seconds. We're going to go for our rainbows on the other side. Good, 3, 2, and 1. All right, take it up. We're going to go for our hip rainbows. So you can just roll onto your side. I'm going to roll over. And again, you can be all the way down on your side. Bottom leg is bent. Good, so time is on. So take it forwards, take it back. Forwards and back. Nice, good rainbow. Forward, 2, up and back, 2. Forward, 2, back, 2. So try to get a good rainbow, nice and controlled. Maybe your rainbow is a little flatter, but a little bigger front to back. Or maybe your rainbow can be nice and high, more of a high arch. It's 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Carefully bring it in. You can rest, you can come to a seated position. I'm going to take a moment. I'm going to put my equipment away, give myself a little bit of space. But you can just rest for a moment. We're going to stretch on the floor. I don't know about anybody else, but I had some poppy, crunchy hips this morning. Not in a bad way, but you could definitely tell they needed to get a little loosened up this morning. And I don't know if it's because of the weather or what, but both my husband and I have had trouble sleeping. And it's like we don't move, so then we wake up and we have one shoulder that's just screaming. And then we get up and start to move around and stuff just starts popping. It's like, oh. All right, we're gonna start hands on the hips. Take your legs a little bit wide, and we're just gonna do our 90-90s. If you don't wanna have your knees bent and your feet flat on the floor, take your legs out, kind of like you're outside and you're just enjoying the sunshine. It's a little cool yet, but we're just trying to get those hips to wiggle. And it's okay if your 90-90 is up here. So if your hips are tight and your 90-90 is way up here, you're still wiggling your hips. And that's what we want to go for. Eventually, it's nice to be able to get your thighs to the floor, but it's not always going to go that way. Here's 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it into the center. Right leg out, left leg comes in. We're going to sit nice and tall, turn towards that right leg, and we're just going to walk ourselves out. So it's just a nice good reach. So we're trying to keep the knee close to the floor. It doesn't have to touch. I can get my hand behind my knee, but my calf and my thigh are touching the floor and my knee is pretty straight. Bring it up. The leg that's out to the side, we're gonna cross it over, foot on the floor, sit tall, and then pull the knee towards the opposite shoulder. I know some of you will want to do a rotation, and if you want to, you can, but if your doctor said no turning, then you're not gonna turn, you're just going to pull the knee to the opposite shoulder. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it in the center, switching sides. So leg is out, bring the other one in, sit nice and tall, knees and toes pointing to the ceiling, and we're just gonna walk ourselves forwards. Can we get to our thigh, our knee, our shin, maybe our ankle, maybe we can touch our toes. And a good test is, can you touch your toes on one side but not the other? That lets you know that you're a little off. So you've got one side that's more flexible than the other. If you're close, then you're okay, but if there's like this huge difference, like 3 inches, you might want to work on that. 4, 3, 2, bring it all the way up. Take the leg that's out to the side, cross it over, foot flat on the floor, sit tall, and then pull the knee towards the opposite shoulder. If you're relaxed and you're rocked back onto the back of your pelvis, you might not feel that stretch, but as soon as you sit nice and tall, you'll probably feel it. If you want to hug your knee and do a little torso rotation, that is an option. Good. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it into the center. Bottoms of the feet touching. Going to go for a nice good butterfly stretch. Sit nice and tall. Now you might have to sit and very gently press out on your inner thighs. You might have to lean back just a little bit. And we want to just try to sit as tall as we can. 8, 7, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it all the way in. Flip it over, hands and knees. We're going to go for cat-cow. If you need to come to standing, this is a good time to do it. So just nice deep breath in. Exhale, tuck and round. So inhale, open the chest, gentle arch of the back. Exhale, tuck your chin, round your spine. If you don't want to arch and round, you're just going to control belly breathe. Breathe in. And then exhale. So you'll keep a neutral spine and just inhale into the belly and then exhale, pull the belly in. Good, one more time. Inhale and exhale. Good, hips to heels, reach the arms out. Nice good stretch underneath the arms. Forehead can drop towards the floor. If you're standing, hands can be on a wall, a countertop, the seat of a chair, footstool, coffee table. Good. 4, 3, 2, bring it all the way up, hands and knees. We're going to walk our hips to our heels, hands towards our knees, come up to a half kneeling position. We're going to do our tail feather tuck, squeeze your glute, little push forwards until you feel a deeper stretch right in those hip flexors. And then we're going to do our pat on the back with our back scratch test. How close can you get your fingertips? Good. 4, 3, 2, 1. Release, switching over to the other leg. So half kneeling position or lunge position if you're standing. Tuck your tail, squeeze your glute, little push forwards. Give yourself a pat on the back. Other hand is going to reach back and behind, and we're going to try to touch. I just remember in school I used to be able to actually get my fingers to like curl over each other. I don't know how long it's been since I haven't been able to do that. Good. 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Take that front leg, pull it back. Come up to a nice good standing position when you're ready. Thumbs pointing forwards. Roll your shoulders up, back, and down into your back pocket. Good, shoulders down, ear to shoulder, side to side. Bring the head up. We're gonna look to one side, look to the other. Good, bring it into the center, big breath in, spread the fingers, spread the toes. Inhale up, exhale down, one more time, big breath in, and out, and you are all done.